You devil.
What is it? Come on, hold it up.
No way. Deal was for a coffin. That's it.
Wait a minute. If my show hadn't have funded this expedition, you wouldn't have...
You got your story, lady.
Subtitles on, because this audio is...
Look, Mr. Drake, you signed a contract. I have a right to see every single thing that's...
Could you hold that thought? Sully? We got some trouble. Hurry it up.
Okay. What's going on?
Pirates.
Pirates?
Yeah, the modern kind. They don't take prisoners. At least not male prisoners.
Wait, what are you talking about? Shouldn't we call the authorities or something?
Yeah, that'd be a great idea, but we don't exactly have a permit to be here.
What?
Yeah, so unless you want to end up in a Panamanian jail, we should probably handle this ourselves.
Watch him and
What's worse?
You obviously haven't been in a Panamanian jail. Do you know how to use one of these?
Yeah, it's like a camera. You point and shoot, right?
Good girl. Here we go.
How the hell they find us out here?
These guys have been tailing me for weeks.
You're so silly.
Baba, look at me, Mom. Mommy.
Mommy's not on the stream. She doesn't want to support Daddy.
Mom, look.
I'm
in the screen.
The scream? How about you sing them your ABCs?
Yeah, go ahead.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Look at that circle up there.
H, I, J, K, L, M,
Jake disconnected.
R, S, T, U, V, W, X,
I can't hear you. You gotta go a little bit louder.
A, B, C, D, E,
Here,
F,
into the microphone. Did you toot?
Yeah.
You're not in the screen anymore.
You gotta be closer to Daddy so the camera can see
I
you.
can't.
Don't step on that, dude. Careful.
I'm gonna go to Mommy.
Okay, you say bye, screen.
Bye, screen.
I hope Drew gets on.
Dad, I
So I
can't
can
wait when I go
talk to him a
hear
little.
the where's Daddy?
Did you finish your ice cream?
Yeah. Finished it.
Okay.
Mom, I'm gonna play a game. Mommy,
You know, I can hook up a controller probably to your iPad.
can I play a game?
No, Mommy is gonna do some work.
I can play a game, Dad.
She didn't say you can't play at all. She's got some work to do. You brought your iPad, right?
But I want to play a game alone.
I have my Nintendo. You want to play Nintendo? What do you want to play?
I just want to play Roblox.
Well, I don't have Roblox.
Do you know a guy named Kevin Davis?
No.
He's working at T-Mobile now. Oh, T-Mobile Arena. No.
Who the fuck is Kevin Davis?
He worked with me at Smith Center.
It's a big company there, darling.
Oh, Mom, who's that right there? Right there. Mom, what's that?
Do I
Who's that right
seriously need an auxiliary cord for this? I'll be so irritated.
Dad, I want to tell you something. So, why does you just have to put the
So you clicked on this video because the alarm bells were going off in your head saying you've had enough not being able to get your gameplay audio and your party chat audio recorded into OBS. I know, I've been there. It is an infuriating headache, and I'm here to hopefully solve your problems completely. Assuming that you already have your gameplay picture coming in as it should be, depending on whichever capture card that you happen to be using. So to get to figuring out how you can get that PS5 audio into your OBS, is called the chat link cable method. What you're gonna need in order for this method to work is the chat link cable, of course. You're also gonna need a wired 3.5mm input headset with a mic function. You're gonna need a capture card with an auxiliary input such as the HE60S Plus, the HE60S capture cards from Elgato. You're also gonna need a microphone input for your computer as well. That is, if you expect to record any sort of commentary over your gameplay or your live streams. Now, I've gotten a lot of DMs and questions from you guys regarding this chat link cable, and there seems to be an overall confusion of how this cable actually works. The function of the chat link cable is to record the audio out of your PlayStation 5 controller, which is why you plug it into this 3.5mm male input on your controller. Now, you also plug in your headset into that chat link cable, and this is where you guys get really confused. That audio from your microphone is getting passed through the chat link cable, but only to the PlayStation 5 console. It is not being sent to your computer to be overlaid on top of the game audio and the party chat audio and intermingled all together. That's not how it works. With the chat link cable, you're gonna get your party chat audio and game audio recorded at the same time, and your party is going to be able to hear you through that headset microphone that you have connected to the chat link cable. If you want to have your commentary audio on top of your gameplay, then you're going to need to have a separate USB or XLR mic connected to your computer. So with that out the way, to set up the chat link cable with your capture card, you're going to want to first take the far end of that cable where you see the one connector, and you're going to want to plug that into your capture card where you see the audio input jack. The other end of the chat link cable will be plugged into the controller, with the end above that for your headset. Once you have that set up, you're going to want to double check your settings on the PlayStation 5 console. So to do that, you want to open up your quick menu settings, go to sound, and then check your output device and make sure that headset controller is selected. If you're currently in a party, you'll be able to go below and adjust the chat game audio balance level. So in case you have your gameplay too loud and you can barely hear your chat, then you can adjust that dial so that you can hear your chat a little bit more than the gameplay. If you head over to the microphone setting, you're going to want to make sure that the mic is set to headset controller. And that's the part where you have your headset microphone connected to the chat link cable so that it takes that input, so your party controller. And if you head over to the microphone setting, you're going to want to make sure that the mic is set to headset controller. And that's the part where you have your headset microphone connected to the chat link cable so that it takes that input so your party can hear you. Now, if we move over to the computer where you should have your capture card set up connected to it, this is where we're going to want to make sure that we're taking in that analog audio. What I'm going to do is load up the 4K utility tool, or it could be the original Elgato Capture software tool as well, depending on which capture card you're using. In your preferences, you're going to want to change the audio input to record analog audio. When you switch your audio input to analog, it's going to take in the chat link cable connection that you plugged into the capture card. Once that's complete, you can close out of your capture card software and then open up OBS. Just go ahead and add a new video capture source, and then selecting the drop down, go ahead and select your capture card device.
In this video, we'll go over how to set up ChatLink Pro with PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. For this setup, you'll need the following: a PS4 or PS5 controller equipped with a 3.5mm input, and a compatible. If you have an older style, you can use a 3.5 adapter to. We have one linked in the description panel below. To begin, plug ChatLink Pro's 4-pole 3.5mm jack into your PS4 or PS5 controller. Next, plug your headset into ChatLink Pro's female 3.5mm input. Lastly, take the long 3.5mm jack and plug it input of your capture card, or the 3.5mm. Make sure to avoid the mic input on your PC, as these are mono mic inputs, dark blue in color. On your PS4 selected. On your PS4 or PS5, navigate to your Audio Devices menu and make sure that Output to Headphones is set to All Audio. If your setup requires it, ChatLink Pro comes equipped with a ground loop isolator, which can be turned on to eliminate any buzzing or humming heard in the audio. This can occur if you're charging your controller at the same time as using it. Once you're set up, it's time to set things up on the software side. If you're on Windows or Mac, you'll now want to make sure your software is set up to receive the analog audio coming from ChatLink Pro.
Audio is one of the most important things when it comes to your recordings or your live streams. Elgato has come back to the rescue to save our audio from this horror because of your headset volume that you have on the console. So just add a gain filter to the audio track and then just raise
Hello.
Thought I lost him.
So what'd you do to piss him off?
It's kind of a long story.